The year is 1929. Scholars at the Istanbul Museum have just uncovered a strange map, one that has survived the sands of time for over 500 years. It was found among the historical records stored within the Topkapi Palace, once the seat of the powerful Ottoman Empire. But as they unfurled the ancient parchment, they realized this was no ordinary map. Drawn on gazelle skin, the map dated back to 1513. Its creator, a famed Ottoman admiral named Piri Reis. But it wasn't the map's age that shocked them. It was what the map depicted. Scholars immediately noticed three things. First, the map showed the known world as it appeared around 1500. It detailed the coastlines of Europe, Africa, and South America with astonishing clarity. Considering the rudimentary tools and techniques of the early 16th century, this was quite impressive. But what truly captured their attention was what lay near the bottom of the map, a peculiar landmass nestled amidst the vast ocean. At first glance, it might have appeared as nothing more than an artist's whimsical flourish. Yet a closer inspection revealed something that sent shivers down their spines. The landform bore a striking resemblance to the continent of Antarctica, the South Pole, an area that had been virtually unknown to the outside world for centuries. And it wasn't just the general shape that was similar. The Piri Reis Map showed the continent without any ice sheet, exposing a landscape that matched contemporary seismic scans taken of Antarctica beneath the ice. It showed valleys, rivers, and mountain ranges that were not only similar to the actual continent, but were also consistent with what modern science had discovered about Antarctica. But perhaps even more intriguing was the fact that this map predated the official discovery of Antarctica by more than 300 years. How could someone have mapped a continent that was supposedly unknown? A sense of mystery and intrigue began to envelop the map. It became known as the Piri Reis Map, and it quickly gained recognition as one of the most perplexing artifacts in history. People started asking, how did Piri Reis manage to map Antarctica centuries before it was officially discovered? What secrets did his map hold? And what other mysteries of the ancient world might it unravel? Piri Reis himself left behind handwritten notes on the map. He explained that he had based his work on older source maps, some of which dated back to the time of the great conqueror Alexander the Great. According to Piri Reis, these ancient maps had somehow managed to survive through the ages, providing him with the knowledge to depict Antarctica on his own map. But the question remained, where did these ancient maps come from? Did they contain further clues to lost civilizations and their knowledge of the world? Or were they merely a figment of Piri Reis's imagination? As the years passed, the Piri Reis Map continued to captivate the minds of historians, explorers, and scientists alike. Some experts argue that the landmass depicted on the map is not Antarctica at all, but rather an exaggerated version of South America. They claim that the resemblance between the two is purely coincidental, and that the inclusion of Antarctica on the map is nothing more than a geographical error. This theory suggests that Piri Reis, while trying to depict South America, may have made a mistake that resulted in the misrepresentation of the continent. It is possible that he may have misinterpreted the information on the ancient maps he consulted, leading to the creation of a map that included a continent that didn't exist or wasn't known at the time. Others argue that the coastline of Brazil is so accurately represented on the map that it cannot be a coincidence. The accuracy with which he depicted this region suggests that Piri Reis had access to precise and detailed geographical information. It is hard to imagine how he could have possibly known the exact shape of the Brazilian coastline without any direct observation or exploration of the area. This raises questions about the methods and sources used by Piri Reis to create his map. How could he have obtained such precise information about a continent that was yet to be explored? Did he rely on information from ancient maps that documented a time when Antarctica was known and accessible? There's also the strange issue of how the map knew the layout of Antarctica beneath its ice sheet. Modern-day scientists agree that the only way someone could have known this was if they were actually on the continent at some point. This leads us to believe that Antarctica was once a part of the Earth that was open and accessible. And if that's true, why have we been kept in the dark? Could there be a hidden truth about the continent that the powers that be want to keep under wraps? Despite the skepticism, the existence of the Piri Reis Map continues to fuel speculation and debate among historians and scientists. Some believe that the landmass does indeed represent Antarctica, and that Piri Reis genuinely had access to ancient maps depicting the continent. This theory opens up a whole new realm of possibilities. It suggests that ancient civilizations had knowledge of the world that far surpassed what we previously believed them to be capable of. If Antarctica was known and explored by ancient cultures, then it challenges the conventional timeline of human history. It raises the possibility that there were advanced societies that lived tens of thousands of years ago, long before the advent of recorded history. These lost civilizations may have possessed advanced navigational techniques and geographical knowledge that enabled them to travel to distant lands, including Antarctica. Imagine a world where ancient mariners braved the icy waters of the South Pole, where explorers from long ago charted the unknown regions of the globe, where the secrets of Antarctica were unveiled millennia before modern times. Such a thought is both fascinating and unsettling. It challenges everything we have been taught about our past and makes us question the limits of human knowledge and exploration. However, there are still many unanswered questions. If Antarctica was indeed known and explored by ancient civilizations, why has this knowledge been lost to time? Why do we have no other records or artifacts that provide evidence of these explorations? And what happened to the ancient maps that Piri Reis referred to, the ones that supposedly held the key to this lost knowledge? These are profound questions that continue to elude definitive answers. Some believe that the Piri Reis Map is merely a fragment of a much larger puzzle. It is a piece of a grander narrative that once connected humanity to a world full of mysteries and wonders. To understand the deeper meaning of the map, we must look beyond its physical boundaries and delve into the realm of possibilities that it opens up. The Piri Reis Map serves as a reminder that there are still countless mysteries that lie dormant in the annals of history waiting to be uncovered. It inspires us to question everything we think we know and to keep an open mind to the extraordinary. Who knows what other secrets the past holds, what other fragments of history will captivate our curiosity and challenge our understanding of the world. What do you think? Is the Piri Reis Map simply a product of coincidence, or is it a genuine record of a lost civilization's knowledge of the world? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to stay tuned for more. As always, thanks for watching.